We know what the Pangolier is capable of doing, and we know definitely what the Timber and the Batrider are capable of doing as well. So, we'll have to see how Secret are probably going to be able to use that, second night time, maybe the 15 to 20 minute mark, how aggressive they're going to be able to play off the back of that. We are going to get ourselves underway here, game one. Couple of tips, bit of a smiley face out of low skill. You would definitely say that Secret heading into this series are going to be the favorites. Of course, they are coming off that the loss in the previous series versus Entity, and for the boys on Ninja Penguins, well, they dropped down to the lower bracket with a series loss over OG. One of those games went 53 minutes, so it definitely was no run over, but this is still going to be a difficult opponent for them.
And they are taking the most creative smoke path I've seen so far in all of these games. Wrapping all the way around the tier 1. Going up an angle in which you normally wouldn't go. But Secret, they're not in the neighborhood, so their creative smoke will not be fruitful yet. But Crystallis has to be very careful here, because I think he knows. Once you play enough Dota, you walk up there a couple times, you learn your lesson that you don't go up there when your team is all bottom, nobody's showing. So it looks like it'll just be a trade-off of the runes. 50-50 split.
Those low skill walk up this high ground, though. He's unfortunately going to have to enter his bottom lane, and as a result, low skill is going to tank a lot of damage, and he's Secret... They're going to be able to find first blood. What a way to start. You're just saying, the Slark doesn't walk up his high ground to contest the bounty. This is a little bit different. No bounty, trying to get to the lane. And more tips coming up for low skill. So I don't know what's going on in some previous pubs or anything like that, but there's a lot of tips already here for the carry on Ninja Penguins.
Yeah, this harass on the Venge was not worth it, but it's okay. They still got the first blood. They're just asserting their dominance in the spot lane, Eki and Boom. We'll see how it goes. So with the Timbersaw bot lane, this is a hero that it either pops off and looks really good, or it feels like it just can't find its footing in the game. But they did get the first blood. Didn't really go the way of Boom, though, so he's not going to have that extra gold to play with. I'm very curious to see if he is going to go the aggressive route or the more passive farming route with the armor at level 2 here. Yeah,
I was going to pose that question just because of the minus armor from Alex and some of the right-click spam from low skill. You already see Boom, I believe, Wraithband he bought with his starting gold. Yeah, sorry, with the gold that he's just gotten. And I'm really intrigued on how Ek is going to play the next couple of minutes in this lane as well. But the Batriders at position 4 is a little bit more on the greedy side, where you like to make your own stacks and even farm them. But you got a Timber and a Pango that really would like their own stacks as well. So intrigued to see on how Ek is going to try and cross the line, or play the line, I should say.
Yeah, we'll see. Stacking is going to be always good in this game if he has the opportunity. But for now, I think you just lane for as long as you can. And this is one of the strengths of Batrider. Yet again, you'll see a trend. Some of the more popular heroes are A, universal. Of course, both the supports on bot lane are universal. And B is your base region and stats. And Batrider has an incredibly high base region, so he can just trade a lot and not have to bring as many tangles as many other supports would have to. Oh, careful for Eki.
Well, they're going to go down as a result of this Alex. Block grenade and the combo of spells. Able to get their first kill on the board for Ninja Penguin. So nice way to be able to answer back to that previous kill from Secret. Meanwhile, how is our other lane shaping up? Vaja from the Razor. Merlin as well. Level 30 Earth Spirit. Up against the Chen we saw previously, and Crystallis on the Slark as well. Looks like both sides pretty happy with the start they've gotten so far to the lane here.
Oh, level 30 Earth Spirit. I was like, wow. That's cheating. Dota plus level 30.
Dota plus. There's a couple of wisdom rooms. He
the core
game.
Oh, he should have went for it. Wait, no, there's a purge available. He almost sniped the courier of Slark, which would have got his stick and tangos. Would have been quite sad if he could have got it, but top lane either way, they're doing well. Razor, no matter what, even if you are quote unquote countering the Razor in the lane by not getting static linked, he's still annoying to lane against. Especially he has this double Wraithband rolling right now. He's going to get his farm. He's going to be harassing you. And as long as you come out even, it's kind of a win just playing versus Razor. It's kind of like playing versus the Viper too. And they're going to go on the Puppy here.
Hey, Puppy. Kick back. Instant response out of the TP. Actually going to cancel that. Wants to chuck out a Blood Grenade to help Crystallis. The Puppy without a doubt is going to go down. But it felt like it was required if he wasn't able to assist the slot. Oh, wait, Crystallis is, hang on, getting a lot of essence. Yeah, Vaja. I don't know if he dropped the branch actually to stop the pathing. Regardless, Crystallis, of course, no way he's going to be able to continue to chase. Will be a 1-4 on top lane. But yeah, Puppy's going to have to run all the way back now.
Yeah, it's okay though, because if you look at the creep wave, it's already all the way into the tower. So therefore, Sark isn't going to get pressured. Sark is just going to pull the wave back by himself. So generally speaking, dying without a TP can be very disastrous for you. But in this situation, no big deal whatsoever. Like, him walking back is going to have pretty much zero impact on the lane. And in fact, he's just going to stop by that medium camp and just grab an Ogre Frost Mage. This creep used to be incredibly imbalanced, but they toned it down by a lot. It's still really annoying and very strong though, especially against a hero like Razor who wants to right click a lot. Sleep away from the link. That's why they picked the Slark. But the lane control right now is very good for the side of the Razor here and the Earth Spirit. And this lane, honestly, this is your first pick Razor. It's good.
They've chucked out a flurry of spells. Now Boom as well, and Eki also falling a little bit low. No one's gonna end up going down, I don't believe so. Yeah, Boom's okay.
I haven't really checked out the mid lane at all, but it looks like not much going on here. Very even mid lane. Cordon slightly doing better here, but nothing to write home about. The real question is going to be the Storm Spirit and what can he do with the farm that he does acquire, because as mentioned, there's not a lot of control for Storm, but on the other side as well, like, you don't have a ton of control for the Pango, so both these mid laners, even though we haven't been focusing on the laning stage, they can have a big impact in this game.
Eki might get solo killed by Alex if he's not kind of cautious. Nice use of the flame break, but he's not really in fighting shape for this power rune. Secret going to hedge their bets up top. Unfortunately, it's going to be bottom, so Copy is going to be able to pick up that DD. A player that, you know, has no experience in this competitive scene. A up-and-coming German mid laner. Very high up there on the leaderboards, I believe top 60 he is. So we'll see if, of course, comfortable on the Storm Spirit, like you're saying, as well. In a pretty good game overall, where he doesn't have too many stuns to worry about. Bottom lane, Eki. The kill for the boys on Ninja Penguins in this safe lane.
Yeah, I thought this bot lane would do slightly better here, but this Venge and Troll lane has... Especially after getting First Blood, right? Onto the Troll. Double damage. But if you look at the CS-wise, the Troll is top of the CS, completely free farming. Got his phase boots online, on his way to the Maelstrom. And once you have the Maelstrom, like, the thing about this matchup is, I feel like the Timber is supposed to do pretty well in the early stages, right? And then as the game goes on, it gets worse and worse for the Timber, because eventually you'll have this Mjolnir, all that magic damage, and the roots will just keep coming in.
Alex, such a
He got it.
No way. No, okay. Far out. For a second, I thought they weren't going to get the kill. You'll hold that thought, because top lane Vaja as well going to be in a lot of trouble. Caught him first rotation of the game. The Rolling Thunder will convert onto a pretty big kill. Crystallis going to be able to leap in to get some essence as well. Like you said, yeah, I mean, really nicely done from Alex. He's able to snipe that Wisdom Rune, so both of them will go the way of Ninja Penguins.
Unfortunately, the cost of it was pretty high, as they did lose the Venge and the Razor in exchange. So, EXP-wise, yeah, I guess Puppy right now is a little behind.
He's in a lot of danger. Low skill. Have the damage though. Boom just gets that Timber Chain away. You see the pressure they're continuing to put on this bottom lane though.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of damage here. They might even consider glyphing it, and they will.
That's so annoying. Just Corden wanted to move down bottom to pick up the bounty rune, which is trying to help out with the resources. Merlin's able to shut that down. Yeah, a big pest can See, so far, it's a great start for Ninja Penguins, and I'm keeping track on some of the stacks out of Secret. See none of that being worked on at the moment inside the jungle, so it's going to be up to Boom to find a way back into this game.
Well, he is in 6 soon. That'll help. Getting level 6 and maybe having a rotation from Cordon will catapult him back into this game, and that's gonna be what it comes down to. Can the Pango make rotation as mid lane?
There's their own into the breach. Into the breach. Still, they got that tag. Oh my god.
Into the breach.
Classic. Thanks, Merlin. I appreciate it. You got a couple X into the breach players actually. So.
It's not his fault. It's not like he can control what his tag says.
Give me the stand-in. I brought it up. Bring it back. Come on.
Yep, stand-in.
That stand-in time. Makes my life. I'll make no mistake now.
But those were back in the days when you'd have to manually set it, right? You'd have to put stand-in in your name. That was also back in the days where you'd have to tag yourself with your whatever sponsor you had at the time. That's why it was like a stand-in.
Everyone's got lazy. They want to do the stand-in. They don't care. They want.
I mean, it doesn't even matter what you change your name to. Like most of these guys outside the lobby have like some, you know, mode zone or whatever. What's your name? That's
mode zone or some anime shit.
Yeah.
Just whatever. I don't know.
That's probably your name right now. So like whatever your name is in pubs, like won't reflect in lobby anymore. It's all sanctioned through like whatever servers Valve is using to do the pro circuit. Not the pro circuit. Rest in peace. But just the pro names.
Alex? Going into a high game where Poppy's currently set up. Chrysalis even swinging on over as well. Once again, looks like the slut. Well, unfortunately, it's not going to be able to get a right click off. Cordon's going to prevent that. Nonetheless, though, it's going to be a kill that goes Secret's way. We've got the... This is Vlad's getting worked on for Poppy, so he's going to have this one pretty shortly. What would you like the next move to be for Secret once this Vlad's is completed? Are you considering about maybe shutting down this bottom tier 1 tower, or is it potentially even the mid lane you want to look at?
For which team, sorry?
For Secret, with the Vlad's on Chen.
I think you don't want to go to your safe lane here. I think you go bottom lane, and speaking of bottom lane,
speaking of bottom, yeah. Big rotation out of these heroes, and they're gonna have plenty of damage with Copy in. Nicely done. Don't even need the magnetize as well. Get a couple of earn charges for Merlin. And Boom's gain continuing to be hindered. I mean, it's only his first death so far, and I'm honestly quite surprised over the past couple of minutes his net worth has caught back up, but nonetheless, Low Skill is off to a flying start on the troll with this Maelstrom already completed.
So I haven't really actively watched Team Secret for some time now, but back when they were on a tear and they're winning most everything, I know they had a philosophy, and this is a Puppy thing, right, where they would make the enemy come into you, and they would just focus on their resources, play very passively, and we'll see if Puppy has that same mentality and just decides to just hit creeps, right? Farm up the jungle, get his farm, and not really worry about making too many plays on the map. So, like, when you speak of rotations, sometimes Puppy isn't the type of player that really goes for rotations. He just kind of, like, gets his farm up, and then when you hit your timing, that's when you go do things on the map. Or you force mistakes from your opponent. And looks like that is kind of, like, how he's approaching this one, too. Like, he's going to finish his Vlads. And I wouldn't be surprised to continue just see him farm for a little bit until a big objective time.
Maybe that timing could be with nighttime up in 2 minutes 30. You got Diffuser Blade now for Crystallis if you want to continue farming a little bit and then maybe make a rotation through the portal. Because you do have this really good observer ward set up down bottom, which I do believe was scouted out with Eki's smoke breaking. But so far, Secret pretty happy with the status of this game. Ninja Penguins, they want to try and change the status quo, however. Smoke up as 3. But at least to potentially start with an aggressive Nether swap, Merlin, or even Copy can look to lead in as well. We'll see where they actually want to make their move. Currently in the triangle, Boom and Cordon are taking an ancient stack. Looks like Eki's going to be the target. Of course, as long as the Secret core is not going down, you're more than okay with the time expended. Copy's going to get the kill, but of course it did take them a little bit.
Yep. And as per mentioned, like the last time you talk over Poppy, it's just going to translate into Poppy getting richer. He's going to go hit up some jungle camps, farm it up. You kill one here on the side of the map, but they don't really mind because they're farming almost all the jungle camps on their side of the map, where that's not necessarily the same case on the other side. So, yeah, very interesting as Razor is doing a pretty good job farming. He's taking up the ancient stack there that he made on Mage Slayer online. And I think that's like totally fine for both sides. And I almost want to say it favors Ninja Penguins here if you are just going to play this slower farming type of game, because you got 2 carries on your team. And the Storm is already doing a pretty good work making some small rotations across the map. So, and I think you're going to realize that a little bit from Team Secret, and you might want to make a move to open up the map control, use Crystallis' hero, and as you mentioned, nighttime will be a big timing for the Slark, be able to run around because he does have that night vision to potentially get some kills that you otherwise would not be getting. But for now, it's, of course, the Tier 1 mid-time. There's no big teamfight ultimates outside of Magnetize on the side of Ninja Penguins here, so no big threat here to take this with this early timing at Shen.
It will be far too late, though, to even think about mounting a defense. So Tier 1 tower is going to go down uncontested. And I'm really impressed. Boom has done a great job to catch up as well. I mean, there was like a 20 last hit differential between him and the Troll Warlord inside the lane. And he's gone for this kind of nuke build. It has even shied away from the Veil. So we'll go back for it now after the blink. Maxed out Timber Chain along with the Whirling Death. But Ninja Penguins... they're going to smoke Secret as well with their own smoke Ek inside the river. Gordon's in a position to potentially counter-initiate. A little bit hesitant. Will finally use the Rolling Thunder. Going to see an opportunity to try and deal with Merlin. Vaja as well. Nice swap back. Means that Gordon's still going to lose a decent chunk of damage. But can Vaja deal with the other cores on Secret? Crystallis, protected with the Shadow Dance, can continue to chase down the Razor. They are lacking a little bit of control though, but it's not going to matter in the end as Vaja gets sniped on the high ground. Poppy will be okay. Those stuns should be able to get that zip away.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine there. Good move overall there by Team Secret. I mean, I guess you started that by making a move yourself on Ninja Penguins, but once you bring in the Slark, that Blink Dagger really paying off there for Boom too, getting that extra bit of damage in there that they otherwise would not have got that kill. And of course, Poppy turning it with that Hand of God there. Going for the drums, different approach this time. They're going to play without a mech. Instead, Poppy just building auras.
Poppy's getting surrounded.
Yeah, he is somewhere he probably does.
Crystallis going to see him as well. Wait, Slarkers or Shadow Dance? Does Poppy want to go for it though? This is a pretty heavy committal, and now with the Lasso Weld as well, instant control as Secret punish the attempt.
Here.
But now they're going to wait to deal with low skill coming through the north. Battle Trance is out. They're going to be able to blow up Boom. And now Corden as well is in a little bit of danger. Indecisiveness though, a Secret. Sense actually a blood in the water, and they're going to be able to pounce on this as Crystallis now ultimate at the ready. No hesitation. Will turn to the Venge next as low skill. They just need to cut their losses. Alex will die under the tower. Nice dancing from Secret. They reposition, see an opportunity to go back in once Ninja Penguins step a little bit too far away from their own defensive tower, and they capitalize instantly.
Yeah, a little bit overextension there to go in there. I think, in general, just the Storm was way too aggressive there for his own good. But other than that, like, you can see that there are glimmers of hope for Ninja Penguins in these team fights. Troll also used his Battle Trance a little bit too early there, so it made it put in a situation where they just kind of had to back out. You need items if you're on the side of Ninja Penguins. As mentioned before, your team fight isn't the greatest, so you have to build those items that helps you get in and sustain the fights. Whereas Poppy right now, with all the creeps that he has at his disposal, the Divine Favor, the auras, they're going to be a bit stronger for now. And of course, Rolling Thunder and a Timbersaw are adding a lot of AoE damage into these team fights that are just chipping you over time. So you can't really play the long game if you're a Ninja Penguins. You got to get your kills immediately right away and reset and wait for cooldowns again. And those big cooldowns are going to be like Battle Trance. Of course, like Razor Static Link is going to be another cooldown that they have to play around. Get a kill with those, then back out. and Storm is going to have to like lock heroes in place for the duration of the whatever it is, battle chance or static link. That way they can get these kills. But unfortunately in that fight, Storm was just the first one to die, and that's not what you want to happen.
And while Roche is going to go over to Secret for free as well. And Puppey, of course, very much helping out with the Vlads, the drums, and all the little minions as well to add on top. Age is now in the hands of Crystallis. Very close towards the Scepter. They got 5 heroes here for a Secret, so this tower is going to end up going down. It's just a question of Ninja Penguins, what they want to do on the opposite side of the map. Bottom's going to get shoved in from Copy. We do have, of course, everyone now still continuing to farm. Low skill. Pretty close towards the BKB, and Crystal's going to do his best to slow it. Not enough mana now for the battle trance thanks to the diffusal burn, and that is a gigantic kill. 4-time streak's going to go the way of Boom, and just importantly, will stop him getting ever so close towards that vital BKB.
And Venge nowhere to be found there for the swap, but I don't think you rely on your Venge there. I think that's just a mispositioning from the Troll to be farming that camp right after a dire Roche was taken. Of course, there's 2 plays that you do after Roche, generally. You either run into like the enemy triangle, or you take the gate and you try to kill them on the other side of the map. So those are the 2 parts of the map that probably you just need to wait for them to show before you get caught out like that. And it looks like they're thinking about it. It's on their minds.
Whoa, Vaja.
Okay.
You saw them ward this high ground. You were well aware of this. The pings came out, but maybe the communication, though, vocally wasn't there from the team. So a free pick off onto the Razor. And now this tier 3 tower is going to melt, and the barracks as well is going to fall incredibly fast.
They have a glyph, but what's the point of using it right now? Maybe to save the melee, but ranged is for sure going to go falling now.
Leading Copy. See what he's going to be able to do with this. Trying to poke low skill down, man. Oh, just the spell casting from afar. You know, caught him, of course, the swashbuckle Boom as well with all the burst potential. And Copy, he activated the DD and won't even get any value out of it. So a full set of barracks goes the way of Secret.
I'm sure somebody on the side of Ninja Penguin's like, what's going on, guys? First Troll getting caught out right after Roshan falling next to the Roche pit. Second, your Razor dies in the base. And then Troll dies again. Like, and these are all just freebies that you're giving to Team Secret. And this timing of your BKB that you should have just been farming, it's back.
Nicely done from Merlin's going to do his best to disrupt the combo out of Crystallis, so Poppy will be able to get the zip away, but it's just more essence, importantly, for the Slark, and even though it's daytime, Secret have such a gigantic lead that they don't need to fear Ninja Penguins at all.
Keep going, I suppose. I think this game has got out of hand really quickly. It's yet another
to be like that. Zycron is no threat.
It really just feels like at this point that Ninja Penguins have lost focus.
Who's gonna die here? Eki or Copy? What's going on? Eki's finally gonna get help, but Copy really has to use all his mana to get the kill, and maybe though it's where Boom's able to come into play, actually zip back up to the high ground. And Boom will not be able to get avenge the life of the Batrider.
But yeah, as I was saying before, it kind of seem like Ninja Penguins right now are just shook, right? They're not sure what to be doing, and so they're just kind of like doing random things on the map. And at this point in the game, you have like your double cores. BKB is online for Troll, so that is definitely really good, and he has the shard queued up. He can definitely win these fights with the Troll, but he just needs to get the right fight with his team. Like, he has hit his peak now. He is very strong.
Oh, Merlin. An aggressive roll into the middle. They're going to try and take Poppy out of the equation, but nicely done from Crystallis. The Death Shroud's going to be able to keep them alive inside the river. Still low skill. I mean, we have to see what the Troll's been able to do so far, but they don't have the stuns to enable him. Continuing to kite the carry on Ninja Penguins. When he's still got the BKB to work with, but it's not going to matter in the end. Lasso is out through the BKB duration. He'll pop the battle trance at the last second. Might be able to get the kill. Not even enough damage to tickle Boom. It's a triple for Crystallis. Secret, no one dies.
And I think that's one of your last fights in this game. If that one didn't work, I'm not sure which one will. And we kind of saw Puppey doing a really good job of getting the Frost Ogre Mage, putting on the Divine Favor, and of course Timber just having a lot of armor. This is the issue I somewhat had with the Troll. You're going to be focusing down at Timber, but at the same time, this Timber has a lot of armor, and he has even more just thanks to Puppey just giving him like a billion armor. So yeah, not going to happen. And that, I believe, was probably the best fight you could have asked for Ninja Penguins this game. You have no Troll ult, you have no BKB. It's going to be very difficult to defend this middle barracks here. You're probably going to have to forfeit it and try again when you get your spells up for your bottom racks defense. And do you stop if you're secret here, or do you just walk bottom? You just walk bottom, it looks like.
I have to see them get creative now with this defense. Looking for some potential swap back deep inside the base. It's not even going to meet opportunity. They need it defensively, but caught him. Nicely done. Pango goes straight towards Alex, making sure he takes the potential swap out of the equation. That gives him ample time to deal with Vaja. And now boom, there's nothing he needs to fear. Shroud, along with the Shivas, it's time for them to dive deep inside the base. They're going to have the lasso to be able to kite the Troll inside his combo. And once this expires Secret, they should be able to clean up. They've got so much sustain. And in the end, Secret, what a convincing victory for them. 25 minutes are going to be able to walk up. Jeez, it dropped. They have a game 1 advantage in our second series of the night.
I'm not sure what happened this game, but I haven't seen a team in this qualifier fall apart so quickly than Ninja Penguins in this game. But they hit the ground running on Team Secret, right? Everything was looking